Good Wednesday morning. The record Thanksgiving travel rush well underway this morning.
We've got everything you need to know. Good morning. It's November 26th. This is Today. On the move, millions of Americans headed out for Thanksgiving today, but storms fueling problems at the airports.
Unluckily, we got a 2-hour delay and we have dinner reservations.
And on the roads this morning, a first-hand look at what you'll face, and Al's got the full holiday weekend forecast. Breaking overnight, On the Line. The White House prepares to send its top official to Moscow for direct talks with Vladimir Putin, as that envoy's leaked call with the key Russian official raises alarm bells this morning. How the president is reacting just ahead. In the crosshairs, the FBI now seeking to interview the 6 Democrats in that video urging U.S. troops to refuse illegal orders.
He is attempting to use the FBI to scare us.
The response from the Pentagon and what is next in the investigation in a live report from Washington. Miracle rescue. 4 family members stranded miles from shore off the coast of Florida after their boat suddenly capsized. One of them 90 years old.
I spent almost all night holding him up, and then he fell several times. But yeah, the night was pretty rough.
Just ahead, the harrowing ordeal in their own words and the joyous moment they were saved by the Coast Guard. Fraud alert. Major retailers now teaming up with Homeland Security to protect one of the holiday season's most popular presents, gift cards. Inside the new push to crack down on scammers with Christmas less than a month away. All that plus talking turkey. The Butterball hotline up and running, already being flooded with calls this morning. Just ahead, it's top expert here live to answer your questions. And March Madness. The bands are ready, the floats in place, the balloons set for liftoff with just 1 day to go. We are getting ready for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade with a taste of its magic right here on our plaza. Today, Wednesday, November 26th, 2025.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melvin. From Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome to Today. Nice to have you with us on a Wednesday morning. We've got Willie in for Craig, who got to jump on the Thanksgiving holiday. But boy, is he missing out, because look at our plaza right now.
Oh my gosh, we've got Labubu's, we've got a marching band.
We got a tree.
A big preview of this big parade coming up tomorrow. And frankly, I'm just here for the Butterball hotline, if I'm being honest.
I know, but did you notice that our tree's looking a little naked in a good way?
It
the scaffolding is down.
We're getting close.
Plaza crowd is out there. We've got some of the key floats, including the Labubu. Do you know the names of his other friends?
I don't. I just have the one.
Okay.
I'm here to learn.
Okay, Zamomo, Makoko. We'll fill you in.
Wow, you're very good. All right, so as you know, many of you on the move today having to navigate some tricky weather as you do it. 15 million people under winter alerts, with some areas now under blizzard warnings.
Good news, though. After delays yesterday, things do look good this morning at the nation's airports. And if you're hitting the roads, gas prices are down from last year, just over $3 a gallon. And as you can see, we've got it all covered. So many monitors on that wall. But look at the bottom right. That's the most important one. Al Roker, holiday forecast just ahead. Let's get started. NBC's Tom Costello standing by at Reagan National for us. Tom, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Let's start with some good news. What a day to fly. I mean, we are looking really good right now. Minimal delays across the system. I've only got 63 according to FlightAware. That goes until 8 a.m. And then, yes, we'll have more delays through the day. That's normal. We had 5,000 yesterday because we had some significant weather in the south and then, of course, up in the northeast and Chicago. Today, so far, so good. But beware, the busiest heavy travel day, that's going to be on Sunday when everybody tries to get home all at once. Across the country this morning, the final push to Thanksgiving in a record travel week. And at airports and on the roads, weather already causing disruptions.
Rain was torrential. The thunder and lightning were like crazy.
With fierce snowstorms hitting the Midwest, semi-trucks jackknifed and blocking traffic in Minnesota. This video showing a vehicle sliding off the road in North Dakota right near a fire crew. Further east, traffic blocked up after this fiery tractor-trailer crash in Virginia. And Americans are facing some delays at the nation's airports. Yesterday in Atlanta, flights slowed to a crawl as a tornado was feared near the airport.
The tower is evacuating and going down to minimal staffing,
forcing air traffic controllers out of the tower for 10 minutes. Every airline has predicted record travel this week. American says it spends months preparing for Thanksgiving. American is flying 81,000 flights over this entire holiday period. That's higher than last year. And by the way, all airlines report 45,000 more seats are filled this year. But volatile weather remains the wild card, forcing airlines to pull out their backup plans. Is this a plan you're kind of making up as you go, or is there literally a folder with a whole bunch of plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G?
We actually have a playbook that walks us through every step of the way. Weather's coming, execute the plan, get customers back on track.
For Carly and Amelia Huffaker, it's been a long trip.
Actually, on our way here, we got delayed by 5 hours. So that was...
With the one-year-old?
With the one-year-old, trying to keep her busy.
The expert advice from flight attendants.
Have an empty water bottle that you can fill up on the other side. Bring a protein bar in case you get stuck.
For travelers, the word of the week.
For me, it's being patient and just hoping for the best.
You've learned your lesson over the years?
Yes. Yes. Many years.
You know how we've talked about the Department of Transportation is really urging people to bring back civility to air travel, and they're reminding us, you know what, say please and thank yous to the flight attendants and the pilots. They also want to enjoy their Thanksgiving. They're hoping to get with their families on time, so a little bit of please and thank yous and wearing shoes on board, that all goes a long way, Savannah.
Please and thank you, Tom. Appreciate it.
Of course, many of you will be driving to your Thanksgiving destination. Today, expected to be one of the busiest getaway days ever. NBC's Sam Brock is out there checking the traffic for us on the road in Secaucus, New Jersey. Sam, good morning. How's it looking so far?
Willie, good morning. You know, we are hitting the road right now along with about 73 million of our friends. It is not just, Willie, that this is the highest projection that we've seen from AAA in terms of how many cars are going to be on the road over this Thanksgiving holiday, but it's also going to be about 1 million more forecast than at this time last year. And it could even be higher than that if enough folks decided, with the shutdown and all the snarls they were seeing in the airways, they decided to drive instead. Let me give you a live look outside of our car as we are approaching the GW Bridge. Ah, yes. Just take it all in. Gridlock, you see the Fort Lee sign there. We're coming up on the George Washington Bridge here in New Jersey. As far as the timing of what you're going to want to keep at the back of your mind today, Willie, the sweet spot really is before 11 o'clock in the morning, New York traffic aside, and then after 8 p.m. But once you start talking about the middle of the day, especially on this Wednesday, it's going to be super jammed up. That's as many families are going to be taking their kids out perhaps early today, folks getting off of work, trying to make that 4, 5, 6 hour commute. So the Wednesday from 11 to 8 p.m. and then the Sunday is also the highest volume in terms of the return. Those are the most congested periods. Outside of that, though, you should be relatively clear depending upon where you are in the country.
Go early or go late. Any other tips people are recommending to make this trip a little smoother today?
Sure. So, Willie, this really surprised me. AAA says that last year they had 600,000 roadside emergencies. And in terms of what the most common problems are that they had to address, in many cases, you had people that didn't have enough air in their tires, so flat tires, dead batteries, and also not having enough fuel in their tank. Simple steps here. Tonight, or obviously before you hit the road, make sure that you go and you fill your tank up all the way. Also, depending upon whether or not you have a rental car or not, you don't know where it's been, fill up the air in your tires too, just to make sure. A couple of other key tips here to obviously top off fluids too. Download offline maps. You just never know when you're driving when you're going to lose a connection. It's so simple on Google. You just press a button under your profile that says offline maps, and you can put in your entry point and your destination and pull it onto your phone so that you're not dealing with service issues. And then this is also a good suggestion. Plan your stops so that you're not necessarily getting off and having food that is fast food, maybe not the best options for your kids. Plan your stops accordingly. It'll break up the trip and also give you a better sense of where things are going. But I will leave you with some good news right now. Gas prices right now are at $3.05 a gallon nationally. That's almost exactly where they were at this time a year ago. Historically, it's quite low compared to what we've seen in recent years. And the best part, more than half the states in the country right now have prices below $3 a gallon. So you have that boost to your pocketbook. And look, there is an old saying, life is about the journey, guys, not the destination. Yes. So whether you have screaming kids in your car or your husband won't stop playing those annoying sports podcasts, which is the case in our road trips, just know, soak it all in. We'll do it again on Sunday.
A good message. A little bit of patience, too, Sam. Good luck with that bridge traffic. There's a cut through at Route 46. Check it out. I'll text you about it. Sam, thanks.
Please and thank you in the car, and also wearing shoes.
Yes.
Also good, just like the airports.
All of it.
Whether you're flying, driving, staying home, of course, we all want to know about the weather. And for that, we say good morning to Mr. Roker.
Good morning,
Hello.
guys, and good morning to you. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. We're looking at wet weather and some snowy weather in the Pacific Northwest, so that may cause some problems. Snow and wind. Big story is going to be the Great Lakes. And so for today, airport impacts, lake effect snow, Minneapolis, Chicago, Detroit, some delays, Boston to D.C. We're also looking at delays, Portland and Seattle on the roads. Again, we're looking at I-75. That could be a problem. Rainy on I-5 in the Pacific Northwest. The I-95 corridor, a few scattered showers, no big deal. The balloons may fly a little lower tomorrow because those winds are still going to be gusting at about 35. The wind chill is going to be in the low 30s. So if you're coming, the 3.5 million people lining the parade route, make sure you bundle up. Lake effect snow on Thanksgiving Day, cooler down through the southeast. So I-75, Sault Ste. Marie, a lot of snow. Again, more rain and snow in the Pacific Northwest. So that's going to be a problem. Sunday on your way home, we're looking for a cold blast in the plains, stormy weather down through the Gulf Coast. So airport delays possible. Detroit, also for Chicago, looking green up and down the East Coast. We're looking for a little delay. Salt Lake City and Denver as well. Detroit and Chicago could see some issues as well, guys.
All right, Al, thank you very much. We'll see you again in a moment. There are new developments this morning in the push for peace in Ukraine. After key negotiations with the United States, a top Ukrainian official now says that country hopes to finalize a deal soon. And the White House now is preparing to send its top envoy to Moscow for a new round of talks aimed at ending Russia's nearly 4-year-long war. NBC's chief international correspondent, Keir Simmons, joins us now with the latest. Keir, good morning.
Hey, Willie, good morning. You're right. All sides now locked in intense, knife-edge negotiations over what amounts to various peace plans. And now another headline this morning, a leaked WhatsApp call between President Trump's envoy and a Putin official. In the past few hours, that senior Kremlin official questioned over why he wasn't using a secure line. Bloomberg, which obtained the transcript, not saying where it came from. President Trump saying he won't meet with Ukraine's leader before a peace deal between Moscow and Kyiv is hammered out.
He would like to come, but I think we should get a deal done first.
Adding online that he'll meet with both Zelensky and Russian President Putin, quote, soon, but only when the deal to end this war is final or in its final stages. In Ukraine, there is no sign of a ceasefire soon. Overnight, buildings burning in Zaporizhia, where Ukraine is under intense pressure from Russian forces. Trump adding that his Russia envoy, Steve Witkoff, and possibly his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, will meet with Putin as soon as next week.
Steve Witkoff is going over, maybe with Jared.
But now, controversy over Witkoff's role after a transcript of a private phone call with President Putin's ambassador was published by Bloomberg. Witkoff appears to give the Russians tips. Here's what I think would be amazing, Witkoff says, before describing what Putin should say on a call with Trump. Just reiterate that you congratulate the president on the Middle East peace deal. Putin's official calls Witkoff my friend. And Witkoff encourages the Kremlin to call Trump ahead of last month's Zelensky visit to the White House. Republican Congressman Don Bacon writing on X, would a Russian paid agent do less than he? He should be fired. President Trump dismissing criticism of the call.
I haven't heard it, but I heard it was standard negotiation. That's what a deal maker does.
The Putin official on the call, Yuri Ushakov, speaking to Russian television saying, I speak to Witkoff frequently, but I can talk to anyone on the phone, adding, someone is eavesdropping. Russia threatening to walk away from the negotiations after Witkoff's 28-point peace plan was heavily modified by Ukraine and Europe. And looking back at that phone call between President Trump and President Putin last month, just before the Zelensky meeting, Willie, the Kremlin said Putin used it to pressure Trump not to send Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine. It underscores a crucial dynamic in these negotiations, Willie. All sides, Russia, Ukraine, Europe, are continually battling to influence President Trump. Willie?
And a long way to go on that road to peace. Keir, thank you very much.
Now to the showdown between the White House and Democratic lawmakers who were behind the video urging U.S. troops to ignore illegal orders. The FBI escalating its investigation, seeking interviews now with all 6 of the former military and intelligence officials who were in that video. NBC's Kelly O'Donnell traveling with the president, joining us from West Palm Beach, Florida this morning. Kelly, good morning.
Good morning, Savannah. The Trump administration is calling on both the FBI and Pentagon to examine the words and actions of 6 Capitol Hill Democrats who each have military or national security experience. The president and his allies ramping up pressure. Those Democrats have not accused the president of giving any specific unlawful military orders, but they are reminding troops of their obligation to the Constitution. President Trump in Florida for the Thanksgiving holiday. As his fight intensifies with a group of Democratic lawmakers he labeled traitors over a video they made for men and women in uniform.
You can refuse illegal orders.
While the Democrats did not identify any specific military orders, their actions have now triggered a new FBI inquiry.
This is a scare tactic by him. He is attempting to use the FBI to scare us.
Officials say the FBI is seeking to interview those in the video. The president criticized the lawmakers' original video as seditious behavior punishable by death, though he later said he wasn't threatening death. Senator Mark Kelly speaking out overnight.
Isn't this the guy 2 months ago that said, we've got to stop this political violence issue? He didn't even make it to Thanksgiving.
But the White House arguing the Democrats' video undermines President Trump's authority as commander-in-chief.
They are trying to sow chaos and distrust, which is a very dangerous thing to do.
According to the Pentagon, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth asked the Navy Secretary to review Senator Kelly's comments in the video and report back to him in 2 weeks. Hegseth also labeling the group the Seditious Six, accusing them of a politically motivated influence operation. But Alaska Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski, a frequent Trump critic, defending her Democratic colleagues, writing in a post on X, the Department of Defense and FBI surely have more important priorities than this frivolous investigation.
Another topic, Kelly, we're getting to the new year. Millions of Americans are expected to see the cost of their health care go up. We obviously saw this debate unfold during the government shutdown. So what is the latest on the talks?
Some new details, and during his trip here to Florida, the president told reporters he does not want to extend the Obamacare subsidies. But notably, he did open the door and acknowledge that extending that help to buy health insurance may be necessary. And you'll recall this was the central sticking point that led to the longest ever government shutdown. Savannah?
Kelly O'Donnell with the president in Florida. Thank you.
Some breaking news overseas this morning. A fire ravaged multiple high-rise towers in Hong Kong, killing at least 4 people. The raging fire sent up a column of flames and thick smoke. It spread on bamboo scaffolding that had been set up around the exterior of the building. Police received several reports of people trapped inside those buildings. Still no word exactly on how that fire started, but Hong Kong has been under a red fire danger warning since Monday.
All right, 18 minutes after the hour, time to check back in with Mr. Roker.
Hey, guys, good morning. Windy and heavy snow around the Great Lakes. We're going to take a look at that in just a little bit. Very mild here in the east. Next system comes into the Pacific Northwest, bringing rain and snow. We're going to get to your local forecast coming up in the next 30 seconds.
Yeah, I woke up feeling grateful, thankful, everything that I prayed for.
Full gratitude at 7:30. Great crowd. We're thankful for them. And a lot of folks are in town for the parade. They're either in the parade or here to watch the parade, or they're going to get a little preview, an appetizer, if you will. And Carson, we have some Labubus here.
Oh, I know. I brought my 11-year-old daughter who's off of school today. She is diving on to heaven.
Yes.
It's not Thanksgiving, it's Christmas around here.
No, 100%. Do you know the other names of the Labubus?
I didn't know they had other names.
She quizzed me before, too.
I know. Makoko.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. It's Makoko, Zamomo, Pippo, Pacho, Spooky, and
Are
Yaya.
they all here, too?
Well, maybe.
Why aren't they as popular as Labubu?
An open book test? I see. Yeah.
Sure is. Thanks, ChatGPT. Oh, no.
All right, we've got a busy half hour to get to. We're going to start with a remarkable rescue off the coast of Florida.
Yeah, the Coast Guard pulling 4 family members from the wreckage of their capsized boat after they spent nearly 24 hours stranded at sea. NBC's Emily Ikeda is here with more. Emily, good morning.
Hey, guys, good morning. Remarkable is really the word for this. It all happened after a birthday boat trip took a terrifying turn. The family, ranging in age from 18 to to 90 years old, forced to think quickly as their catamaran started to take on water while they were miles from shore.
We have Coast Guard coming in with possible 4 patients.
This is the unlikely moment a family was found at sea, desperately waving their hands at a Coast Guard search plane after spending 20 hours trapped on top of their capsized catamaran.
We were standing on the top of the boat, but yeah, we were clinging to it.
Dennis Woods and 3 members of his family were on a fishing trip Monday afternoon to celebrate his 70th birthday, but their 24-foot boat suddenly began taking on water, quickly rolling over. Their family calling police when the group didn't return, sparking a frantic Coast Guard search for the 4 missing men, including a 90-year-old. Woods saying he spent hours in the dark, balancing on the flipped boat, trying to keep his Uncle Clarence warm.
I spent almost all night holding him up, and then he fell several times.
The water just sucks all the warmth out of your body, so they were pretty chilly.
At daybreak, the Coast Guard spotted the family about 26 miles off the coast of Clearwater, Florida. You can see one of them holding up Clarence.
We were definitely a little bit worried about the older gentleman.
Rescuers pulled the men to safety, warming them up as they made their way to shore, where they were embraced by relieved family members.
It was definitely a tight-knit family, but they were definitely grateful.
Their family tells us Clarence was admitted to the ICU, where he was treated for hypothermia, while Dennis suffered from dehydration. Now, after the birthday fishing trip took a terrifying turn, the family grateful everyone made it to safety.
It was a good birthday. Now that I'm back on land.
Just, Emily, extraordinary that they were rescued. Did these 4 men do anything to help the rescuers find them?
So the Coast Guard said that the family followed a lot of common sense practices, perhaps the most important one, letting people know about what time they would be returning from this fishing trip. So then when people noticed, oh, they're not back, they started to raise alarm and concern. The Coast Guard says that you should have things like life jackets, flares, radios on board, especially when it comes to emergency situations. But in the case of this family, they lost most of their supplies when the boat completely flipped. Just remarkable, though, they managed to get a life jacket on that 90-year-old at sea.
That's going to be an extra special Thanksgiving for that family.
Yeah, it
I
is.
would say so.
Happy to see them all okay this morning, Emily. Thanks.
Thanks, Emily. Coming up, guys, we're going to be flashing back to the 80s because some classic shows and movies are getting ready for some reboots. We'll give you all the details coming up in your Pop Start sneak peek.
Is that Star Search? Wow.
Yes.
But first, a well-timed crackdown to tell you about, trying to stop scammers from draining your holiday gift cards before you even get them. Vicky's taking a closer look.
Yeah, this is a 5-star story for those of you who remember Star Search. We have been tracking gift card draining schemes for years. Now we're going to tell you about a brand new task force that has been designed to fight back against scammers involving Homeland Security, plus the things you can do right now to protect your money. That's next, right here on Today.
We are back at 7:38 with today's Holiday Consumer. This morning, a story you need to see if you plan on getting gift cards this season.
Yeah, they're a popular option, of course, and also a popular target for scammers to the tune of $1 billion a year.
NBC's Vicky Nguyen has been tracking this crime, well, actually for years, but you've got some good news on these scams. Tell us.
Yes, finally, Savannah, you will see some changes if you buy a gift card this year. Changes that are designed to better protect you. But gift card draining schemes, they are a huge international crime. And now 20 major retailers and the Department of Homeland Security have teamed up to fight it. This morning, what you need to know to avoid being scammed.
At this Target in Jacksonville, Florida, watch this man and this woman closely. It looks like they're shopping for gift cards. Same with this guy at a Kroger outside Louisville, Kentucky. But authorities say they're really part of a massive criminal enterprise called gift card draining, where thieves steal cards, tamper with the barcodes and pins, then return them to store shelves.
Then when you purchase a gift card in the store, the criminals have automated programs to drain the funds.
Lisa LeBruno heads the Gift Card Fraud Prevention Alliance, a partnership between law enforcement, retailers, and gift card networks.
How big of a problem has gift card fraud become?
Consumers and retailers suffer losses in the area of about $1 billion
per year
per year.
As we told you, it happened to our own Laura Jarrett. The gift card she bought at this New York CVS all drained of funds by thieves before the recipients could use them.
From the naked eye, these do not appear to be tampered with at all.
Right? Not even a little bit. Right. All of the seals look totally fine. In fact, it says on here, if tamper evident, don't purchase. So I checked it before I checked out. Everything looked good from the outside.
RNBC stations covering these cases coast to coast, from San Francisco.
Lots of complaints. The gift card money is vanishing.
To Dallas.
Nationwide gift card tampering ring.
To Chicago.
The FTC says gift cards are specifically mentioned in about 25% of all fraud complaints.
But federal officials say who's behind this scam is even more eye-opening. International crime rings based in China who send thousands of takers like these into American stores.
This is a global enterprise.
Todd Lyons is acting director of U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, which heads up Project Red Hook, a task force launched in 2023 to combat gift card fraud.
Why is the Department of Homeland Security involved in these investigations?
One of the main drivers behind this is the People's Republic of China, and they are using the funds from these stolen goods to sponsor human trafficking, human smuggling, as well as the fentanyl distribution all around the world.
Now, legislators in at least 12 states passing tougher new laws to fight gift card fraud, including Maryland State Senator Ben Cramer.
Had I not seen your segment, this bill would not have been introduced.
Retailers also taking action. Kroger installing locking pegs on its racks, making gift cards harder to shoplift and impossible to put back once removed. Target stores putting a blank space on their cards where the access code used to be. Only at checkout does the cashier apply a sticker with that code, preventing thieves from stealing it. Some retailers even installing anti-theft devices on the cards themselves.
There's a lot of cutting-edge technology that is helping stop gift card fraud.
A lot of consumers have lost trust in gift cards, having been victimized by fraud, because it's very difficult to get their money back. What do you say to those folks?
So first, what I would say is that I'm sorry, and I would also say report it. Be persistent. Report it to the retailer, report it to the gift card network. They're going to take that complaint seriously.
And if you have been a victim of gift card fraud, Homeland Security now also wants to hear from you. They've actually set up a new website where you can report this crime, and we'll put that link on today.com for you. In response to our story, the Chinese government told us it is committed to combating fraud and requires its citizens overseas to follow the law. As for Laura Jarrett's case, CVS told us their staff is now trained to combat the crime and that they have increased surveillance in their stores. Vanilla Gifts, that's the network for the cards that Laura bought. They also say they're working to stay ahead of the criminals. But it's really important to be aware this season because gift cards are so popular.
Yeah. They are indeed, especially with Craig. He loves a gift card.
Yeah, it's his move.
Yeah, it's totally his move. All right, thank you very much, Vic.
Thanks, Vic.
Mr. Roker, what you got?
Well, guys, we are looking at a major lake effect snowstorm developing, but because of these winds, we've got 52 million people from Mason City, Green Bay, Watertown down to Altoona looking at strong wind gusts. Minneapolis through tomorrow, 42-mile-per-hour wind gusts. St. Louis, 34. Chicago, 53. That's going to cause some airport delays. Boston, 30-mile-per-hour winds. New York City, 34 miles per hour. And, of course, we've got the parade. The balloon's probably going to have to fly a little bit lower than usual. But we also have lake effect snow warnings. We've got winter storm warnings, even blizzard warnings up in the UP of Michigan, parts of Minnesota as well. You can see the snow already developing. Before all is said and done, we are talking some spots, especially in the UP of Michigan and part of the mitten there of Wisconsin. We're talking 24 to 36 inches of snow. Watertown to Buffalo, we're looking at anywhere 10 to 20 inches just from the east of Cleveland to just south of Buffalo as well. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. And that's your latest weather. Hashtag PSSP.
All right, Uncle Al, guys, let's get to it. Your sneak peek is up, and it's all about the 80s because some big reboots are on the way. We're going to start with a show that gave us this future pop star her big start.
We can do anything, oh, anything. Keep believing in that
Name that pop star, guys.
Oh,
1992.
Oops, they did it again.
Yes, that was her legendary performance. You know, in 93, the next season, Before Destiny's Child, there was the girl group Girls Time, TYME, with a young Beyonce.
Oh, my
She was on Star Search in '93.
Oh, my gosh.
Leanne Rimes was on, Billy Porter. All
You are
sorts of
correct,
stars.
sir.
This was the show that broke a lot of the big stars, and they're bringing the competition back. It's on Netflix. They're going to reboot the series, and you'll see it streamed live in January.
Wait, I'm against it. What about the voice? I don't like them eating your lunch.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
I'm not worried about it.
Anthony Anderson's the new host, isn't it?
Anthony Anderson is tapped as the new host, correct.
All right.
And here's another throwback. Amazon set to reboot this Diane Keaton classic.
We're two summa cum laudes. We can handle one little baby for 8 hours. Yum. Thank you very much.
It's linguine time. I think you're gonna like this.
That, of course, is seen from Keaton's 1987 comedy Baby Boom, about a career woman who unexpectedly inherits a little girl from her late cousin.
That's a great movie.
Quick back of the envelope math. How old would that baby be today?
Pushing 40. We just did the math.
Yeah, okay.
About
All right.
40 years
and
old.
what are the other names of the Labubus? Okay. All right, more Pop Star on the way, plus a special boost you do not want to miss. It'll get you ready for tomorrow's big parade. But first, these messages. My Coco, Yaya.
So are they?
No, I'm not. That's what
You need your...
So
All right, we're back with the boost. Jenna's not here. We're going to change things up. Okay, we got a ringer in.
Who's that?
Al Roker.
Oh, yeah.
Has the boost this morning.
I'm very excited about this boost. I've never done this before, so we've got a peek at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade by the numbers, starting with the countdown. Just over 24 hours to go. Now, as far as the crowd here in New York City, an estimated 3.5 million spectators along the route, marching in the parade between all the performance groups and volunteers. We've got 8,000 participants. Okay, you can count. There are going to be 34 giant balloons, including some new additions like Mario and Shrek. There are going to be 28 fantastic floats featuring some Labubus for the first time and fan favorites from Stranger Things. And we're going to be treated to music by 11 incredible marching bands, including the Temple University Diamond Marching Band. Bring them on in. Here we go. Come on. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Look at them. The Owls, representing their school in the city of Philadelphia during a milestone year for the band. They are celebrating their 100th anniversary by marching in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade for the very first time. Wow. They smell like cheesesteak. Oh, that's good.
Wow, they're everywhere.
Look at them. They're in our control room.
Control room?
There you go. Wow, they just keep coming.
Awesome.
My golly.
Okay, that's it.
I think that's it.
I love it.
That tuba player would not fit in my dressing room. I hope they don't go over there.
There you go. Look at them.
That is cool.
That's terrific.
And that's Temple's first time, you said, in the parade?
Yeah, for our first time in the parade.
Their
Love that.
100th
Good numbers.
anniversary.
Excited
Love it.
for tomorrow. Thanks, Uncle Al. We're going to be enjoying the marching band all throughout the morning. Plus, we're going to get to Pop Star and a whole lot more coming up. But first, a quick check of your local news, weather, and these messages.
Still going.
Whoa! Keep going.
It's 8 o'clock on Today. Coming up, Getaway Day. This morning, severe weather causing concerns on the roads and at the airports.
Unluckily, we got a 2-hour delay.
As millions across the country get ready to head out the door ahead of Thanksgiving, everything you need to know. Then, Turkey Hotline Bling. Looking to talk turkey ahead of the big day? There's a number for that.
Butterball has a hotline?
This morning, we're bringing in the experts from Butterball to give you all the tips and tricks for the perfect Thanksgiving meal. All of that, plus Kelly Clarkson's big holiday surprise. The whole gang scrubs back in.
I'm back, baby.
And marching bands, dogs, and Labubus. Oh, my. As we get ready for the big parade today, Wednesday, November 26, 2025.
Celebrating our engagement.
Friends for 50 years. It's our 40th anniversary. Visiting from Plymouth, Minnesota. Yanceyville, North Carolina. Kansas City, Mississippi.
Fort Thomas, Kentucky.
And Arlington, Texas. Thankful for my grandpa.
We are too. Welcome back to Today. Nice to have you along with us. This is a great crowd. We had to make this show 5 hours long to show every single wonderful face out there, but we'll do our best. Willie's with us. Craig's getting a head start on his holiday celebrations, getting that trying to thaw that turkey.
Yeah, getting the brine going. And I know, Craig, there's a lot going into that bird.
Bourbon, mostly.
Yes,
yeah, exactly.
Mostly bourbon.
We'll jump outside in just a bit. Let's get to your news, 8 o'clock. We begin with the record Thanksgiving travel rush. A big portion of the country on the move today, having to navigate some of that nasty weather, too. 15 million under winter alerts. Some areas under blizzard warnings this morning. But there's some good news. After delays yesterday, things are looking good at the nation's airports today. And if you're hitting the roads, more good news. Gas prices are down from last year, just about $3 a gallon. So we've got it covered, including Al's big holiday forecast. But let's get started. Tom Costello standing by at Reagan National for us, saying please, thank you, and with his shoes on. Tom, good morning.
You know how nice it is to start my report with some pretty good news? Pretty good news this morning, really. We've got about 500 delays nationwide across the entire country expected today. That's out of 50,000 flights. That's not bad. In fact, as I look right now at my map, not a lot of problems with the airports. We did have, as you mentioned, 5,000 delays yesterday. But keep in mind, a delay can be 5 minutes or 5 hours. We had delays because we had a lot of rain in Atlanta, and then we had in Atlanta heavy fog move in. And actually, they feared they had a tornado close to the airport, so they slowed down. And actually, they stopped traffic momentarily, and the air traffic controllers left the tower only for about 10 minutes. But the residual effect of that and the ripple effect as that weather moved up the East Coast caused those delays yesterday. Again, right now, pretty good as it relates to flying nationwide today. I can also tell you Minneapolis continues to be a hotspot we watch. As you know, that's a critical Delta hub. Heavy snow and ice in the Minneapolis area, up in the northern upper Midwest, I should say. And in addition, we've seen some significant problems on the roads up in the upper Midwest with a jackknife tractor trailer and a rollover, for example, on the roads there in the upper Midwest, North Dakota, and also in Minneapolis and Minnesota. Let me just also tell you that at the moment, we are looking also at the road conditions nationwide. Pretty good road conditions nationwide. Most of the weather isolated to the upper Midwest and then also up into the far northeast. And so we've got pretty good travel, but a lot of people hitting the roads. You mentioned the gas prices, $3.04 the national average. $4.58 in California. Sorry about that, guys. At $2.85 in Georgia, below $3 a gallon in Georgia. One last note. We had a problem for the last few days in Seattle at SeaTac Airport because a critical oil pipeline that sends jet fuel into SeaTac, that was cut open. And so as a result, airliners were having to go to other cities before they actually could go on to their final destination just to fuel up. But now Delta Airlines and also Alaska Airlines say that they continue to truck in jet fuel into SeaTac, but they're working on fixing that oil pipeline, and operations at SeaTac are resuming to normal operations. Guys, back to you.
We're up to date, Tom. Thank you.
Let's swing it right over to Al for a look at what we can expect in these final hours before Thanksgiving.
That's right. Let's get in the cars and the train, the bus, the car, with snow and wind, as Tom talked about, up in the upper Midwest. That's going to be a big problem for Minneapolis, Chicago as well. Sunny and nice out west. Some showers down through the southeast, but otherwise not too bad. Now we go into Thanksgiving Day itself. Lake effect snow. There's going to be a big story. There's some places up to 3 feet of snow in the UP of Michigan. Cool but sunny down through the south. Again, a storm in the northwest may cause some problems there. Now let's look ahead to Sunday. You're heading home. Snow developing in the Rockies. We got sunshine through the southwest. Big storm threat down through the Gulf, up into the Mississippi River Valley, along the eastern seaboard. Could be a few scattered showers, but for the most part, guys, travel looking pretty good for folks on the way home, with the exception of the hot spots in the Gulf and still snow around the Great Lakes.
All right, Al.
Thanks, Al.
Thank you. Government health officials announced yesterday Medicare recipients will soon pay less for 15 prescription drugs, including popular weight loss medications Ozempic and Wegovy. Medications for asthma, cancer, diabetes, and other diseases also on the list. Those lower prices stem from the Medicare negotiation program created under the Biden administration's Inflation Reduction Act. That discount goes into effect in 2027, expected to save taxpayers about $12 billion.
The Olympic flame began its journey this morning to the Milan Cortina Winter Games in Italy. Bad weather in western Greece did force organizers to move the torch lighting ceremony indoors. Normally it takes place in Olympia's ancient stadium. A Greek rower launched the torch relay. After reaching Italy, the torch will be carried across the host country by about 10,000 runners. Of course, you can catch all the Olympic action on NBC and Peacock, beginning with the opening ceremony on February 6th.
All right.
And that is the news. Carson, what are you looking at for Pop Start?
Well, Willie, it's a holiday favorite, of course, Home Alone. And coming up, Macaulay Culkin just floated a really fun idea for a possible return to his iconic role. We'll tell you what he's saying.
All right. Plus, if you're a little nervous about your Thanksgiving bird, do not fret. Here's the man. There he is. The famed Butterball Turkey talk line. Here he is to answer your calls right here in Studio 1A. But first, these messages.
This time of the year, there should be a hotline you can call with questions about cooking turkeys, a special 800 number where the phones are staffed by experts.
There is.
What do you mean?
The Butterball hotline.
Butterball has a hotline?
Yeah. It's an 800 number. The phones are staffed by experts.
Are you kidding me?
No.
God, I'm sorry. I love my country. Charlie,
It's a classic scene from West
Wing.
Wing. See, they didn't have to pass the Butterball legislation. We already had one of the most dialed numbers in America this time of year, the Butterball hotline.
And how lucky are we to have one of those turkey experts from Butterball right here with us?
Bill Nolan is the supervisor of the Butterball Turkey Talk Line. We've convinced him to take a little break from all your calls to join us here in Studio 1A with some of the hotlines most requested tips. Bill, good to see you. This is like, I know you're Super Bowl, so thank you for being here this morning. Let's start with the obvious, the turkey. If you haven't taken it out yet, if it's frozen, what's the perfect way to thaw the turkey?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. You know, this is the day before, so it is crunch time. A lot of people are nervous about this. They call us at Butterball and say, what am I going to do about thawing my turkey? The preferred method is to put it on a tray, get it in the refrigerator about a week ahead of time. We're the day ahead now, so what can we do? We have a method called cold water thawing. You see here in this container, we have a turkey. It is turned upside down, so the breast side is down because that's where a lot of the meat is on the turkey. And you want to put it in cold water. You can do it in a sink. We like to do it, if you're going to do a cold water thawing, in the original packaging, just for sanitation. And change that water every 30 minutes, and it's going to thaw out at about a rate of about 1 pound every 30 minutes. So you can really expedite that process. You can even take a larger turkey and thaw it in a matter of hours.
Wow.
Okay, fair enough. Great. All right, so what's our next move? We've got a thawed turkey. Where are we going next here?
After you have your thawed turkey, you have to cook it. You know, one of the questions we get at the Butterball Turkey Talk Line is, how am I going to cook this turkey? It's imposing. You know, people don't always cook a turkey. They say, you know, they kind of get a little nervous, and that's why we're there.
Yeah.
We're there, you know, today. We're there tomorrow until 6 o'clock at night. Butterball method is, what we recommend is cook it in a pan, an open pan, on a rack. A flat rack on the bottom. The rack is important so that the air circulates around the turkey and cooks it evenly. Okay, very simple. We take the turkey, we pat it dry. There's no need to wash the turkey. A lot of people want to wash poultry. It's not necessary. Once we pat it dry with paper towels, we put it on our rack. We can brush it with a little bit of oil to keep the skin moist. Season it how you'd like to. If you're going to stuff the turkey, you can stuff it.
Is it safe to put it in
That's
there?
a big point of controversy.
That's a big debate.
It's a big
I grew
debate.
up, the stuffing was inside the cavity, and then we would eat that.
Sure.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
And then at some point, that became a no-no.
No, it's okay. It's okay to do that. But the most important thing, and this is key, food safety is #1 to Butterball.
Yeah.
Okay, we want people to be safe when they eat their turkey. So we always want you to have a reliable meat thermometer. The meat thermometer also works for stuffing. You can stuff the turkey. Just make sure that you take the temperature of the stuffing as well as the temperature of the turkey.
So that, like, any juices that dripped into the stuffing are hot enough to
Bill,
kill
what's the
any
number on the
Exactly.
turkey? What is it, 165, or what are you looking for?
170 in the breast, 170 in the thigh. So
What
you
about
want
the
to take the
stuffing?
temperature. The stuffing, 165. 165 is food safe, so we're okay. So you want to take temperatures 3 places: the breast, the thigh, which is down underneath the leg, and then if you're stuffing, you want to tempt the stuffing as well.
And it will take a few minutes longer with the stuffing in it.
It will take a few minutes longer. For example, a 14-pound turkey can take about 3 hours.
Carson's on the
I'm
phone.
calling Bill. I'm calling the Butterball talk line. Hey, Bill, I got another question for you. Does the turkey have an overcook like red meat does? Like if you pull it at 170, will it continue to rise if you let it rest for 10 minutes?
So carryover cooking, not much. Not much. We've actually done in our call center in Naperville, west of Chicago. We have a test kitchen. We cook turkeys all the time and test them. One of the things I was involved in a couple of years ago is we checked for carryover cooking. We saw very, very little carryover cooking.
Good.
So when you hit that temperature, take it out.
Okay.
But it's important to, after you take it out, rest that turkey before you carve it.
How long is that rest, about, give or take?
The larger the turkey, at least 20 minutes.
Okay.
You want to go at least 20 minutes.
Okay. All right, here's my question. How do I avoid overcooking or having dry turkey?
Oh, that's
because
the big
honestly,
one. That's
I've
the
had
big
a lot of dry turkey in my
Okay.
life, and it's a trigger.
Yeah, that's the big one, and it's a simple solution. That's the great thing about it. Again, we'll go back to the meat thermometer. We have customers that call up and they'll say, you sold me a dry turkey. Well, we don't manufacture dry turkeys.
Right. Yeah.
A turkey is dry because it was overcooked.
Yeah.
So I will say to the customer...
That's a hard conversation to have with someone.
It is a hard conversation
It's a
because
you
you don't want to say,
problem.
you did it wrong.
Yeah.
But,
Get into therapy with that person.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's a stressful day.
Yeah.
So we try to kind of lower that stress.
Yeah.
Just get a meat thermometer, take the temperature. If you cook it to 170, it's going to be moist and delicious. If you
Okay.
go higher, it's going to dry out.
Wait, here's a little quick rapid fire, Bill. Just yes or no. Injections. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
injections?
Injecting actual fat, like butter or what, into the meat.
Or flavors.
Or flavors.
Okay, all right,
What about
Martha,
butter
sure.
under the skin?
Under the skin,
Butter under the skin
There's
is
no
fine.
problem with that? Okay, good.
Seasoning,
Okay.
butter under the
Please
skin.
show us the right way to carve a
let's see.
turkey, too.
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. When you carve a turkey, it's very simple, and I just want to show you the technique very quickly because you
Do you
want to make
recommend
sure.
gloves like that?
Well, if you are serving it to people, I'm just used to it because I'm a chef, so I like to have it. The first thing you want to do, of course, is there's a flap of skin between the leg and the breast.
Okay.
So we're just going to cut that.
Bones are soft.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then we're just going to kind of
My
pull
father,
it.
Dick Caruso, knew this.
Oh,
It was
geez.
a murder scene. He didn't know. I did.
Yeah, it's a meat everywhere, right?
Everywhere. Electric knife.
Exactly.
Dangerous.
Here's
Scotch.
Here's the Scotch, yeah. Here's the key part. We want to make a horizontal cut.
Oh, horizontal.
Look at this.
Interesting.
This is the way to get the breast off.
Oh, look at
Exactly. You can either take a cut here and take the whole breast off,
Yeah.
or you can make the slices this way.
Slice it. Oh, I
And
see.
the reason I made that horizontal cut is so that when I get down there,
You're already
Look at
plating.
that.
That's
Okay.
almost saves you.
it's going to fall right off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay? So again,
good.
very simple horizontal cut. These will pop right off. Okay, the quarters down here, the thigh and the leg, and then you can cut those as well.
Final question. Are there any dumb questions?
Quick follow-up.
There are no dumb questions.
Okay.
I've got one.
Okay, let's see. Let's
Sometimes
test
the
that
turkey
out.
comes with the bag of the heart and the kidneys inside of
Exactly.
it. What if somebody accidentally forgets to pull it out and cooks the turkey and they realize it now?
Yeah, those are the giblets. Take a look at the bag and see if it looks like it's been compromised at all. If it's melted or anything like that, then it's a problem. If it's not, throw the bag away.
Good answer. Okay, that's going to help somebody.
Might have a gimlet with your giblets.
Yeah, you could have a gimlet with the giblets.
Okay, thank you. Bill, this has been great.
Yeah.
Now back to duty. People are counting on
Back
you.
to duty.
We
Thanks
need
for-
you.
Yep.
The Butterball Turkey Talk line is up and running today, tomorrow, throughout the holiday season. God help you if you have not thawed your turkey. That was my takeaway. You can find all the info on how to connect with them on our website, today.com.
Best time of the
I had a
morning.
million
Pop
questions
Shop.
for Bill. That was
Unbelievable.
fascinating.
Great.
We're all about to get into the
You know
kitchen.
what?
and
I
ask
got
this
his cell
question.
phone.
I forgot to ask the temperature that you cook at, how long, the whole thing. I'll have to call the hotline.
Yeah.
First up, guys, in Pop Start, let's get through this. We got Kelly Clarkson. For a few years, she's been helping pick the lucky school group that gets to perform at our famous Rockefeller Christmas tree lighting. And this year, these New Jersey teens just won their big moment.
You're going to sing at the tree lighting.
6 choirs into the competition.
PS 103 is the winner.
Oh, didn't hear much of that. But, guys, these kids are very excited, we can tell, to join us here at Rockefeller Plaza. Take a look at this.
We are pleased to announce Franklin High School is the winner. You guys are going to Rockefeller Center. We're going to sing at the tree lighting.
There they are, excited. Franklin High, congratulations. We'll be seeing you right here in the hood next week. Next up is Dick Van Dyke, the almost 100-year-old big screen icon, is taking a look back at some of his most beloved roles, of course, including Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and telling people this behind-the-scenes secret.
At the end, you know, we had to jump over that bamboo, and every time one guy would miss. We did 26 takes. So that last shot is the last one I could have done. But I didn't know I could do what I did. The choreographer kept saying, you can do it. And it was just a thrill, because I didn't know I could dance. And one thing I had never done.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, well, because Dick Van Dyke told us that exclusively 2 weeks ago.
Well,
so people kind of, yeah. I mean, come on, people.
They go to Alfred.
Come on, people.
Next up is Shane Gillis. He's taking his act to a very big venue.
I recently found out that the girl I'm dating, her ex is a Navy SEAL. Dude, that's the worst ex of all time. I never even thought it. You want to feel insecure as a man? That's the worst. I never even thought of that one as like that could happen to me.
Next summer, the comedian is going to host his biggest show yet. It's a solo headliner heading to his home state for a one-night-only set at Philly's Lincoln Financial Field. It's an audience of more than 60,000 fans will be expected for that. That's a huge milestone for Shane, who's a huge Phillies fan.
Yeah, that's wild.
Next up, Christina Aguilera, guys. I think she's trying to one-up our tree lighting next week. She just dropped a video for a new holiday special recorded live in front of the Eiffel Tower. Whoa. Here's a taste of Christina covering my favorite things. Ooh, still got it. Christina Aguilera, Christmas in Paris is streaming today. That might give us a run for our money. That's pretty good. Next up, Scrubs. We've been talking about this one for a while, and the first teaser is finally here for the long-awaited Scrubs reboot. Guys, it looks like the whole gang's back.
I'm back, baby!
Do you know who those people are?
No.
Yeah, maybe try a different approach.
Maybe a little bit more like Dr. Cox.
Oh.
Listen up, newbies! Really super start there, Scooter.
Leave Bambi alone.
It's good to be back.
Why are you standing like that?
I don't know, it felt heroic. Oh,
Try it. Oh, that does feel heroic.
Good show.
Yeah.
Scrubs returns in February. All right, guys, finally, Macaulay Culkin. We've got some pretty big news. Try not to do, well, this. All right, so Culkin's on tour, talking all things Home Alone, and guess what? He's got an idea for a sequel. Macaulay pitching this idea to fans. I'm either a widower or divorcee. I'm raising a kid and all that stuff. I'm working really hard and I'm not really paying enough attention. And the kid is kind of getting miffed at me, and then I get locked out. That's the plot. I guess that's the plot. And then he went on to say that the movie would be about trying to reconnect with the kid.
So he's not home alone. He's locked out.
Right.
It's locked out alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And that's your pop star, guys. We'll see if that.
They filmed it on a Ring camera.
Yeah.
We'll see how that works out.
All right, guys. Well, we have some special guests this morning. Labubu's.
What?
Right here. The Monsters. Bringing their signature energy to our plaza. Did you know they can dance?
Oh, whoa, can they dance?
Yes, they can. There's a name for that dance. It's the Zmomo. But you knew that.
Oh, my.
Labubu's, can you take us to break?
I think they can. Wow. Ugly sweaters and all.
Welcome back. It's 8:30, and we are so delighted to have the Temple University Marching Band out here on our plaza.
Hey, guys.
Gosh, this is their 99th Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and I believe it's the 100th year for the Temple University Band. We've got Matt Bronner over here. He has been the band's director for 18 years. Matt, this is such a moment for the band. I know you've been practicing a long time. How does it feel to be here on this big stage?
We've been waiting for this day for quite some time, and now it's finally here, and we're really looking forward to it.
So, Matt, no rain tomorrow. That's the good news. Might be a little chillier. What are you expecting when you step out on the streets tomorrow?
We're expecting the energy of a lot of people. This band's high energy to begin with, and we're really looking forward to getting out there.
Well, it's great advertisement for the university, too.
Yeah.
You get enrollment will jump through the roof after seeing it.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been rehearsing?
Yeah, I was going to say.
So we've been rehearsing pretty much the whole year. We have our regular football season to get through, but then we've been doing, a little bit of Macy's rehearsal as we go, getting into it, and the last month has been pretty hard.
Matt, don't you find out years in advance that you're going to get and then they call you years ago and say you'll be in the parade, right?
Yeah, we knew it was about 18 months ago we found out, and that I had to keep a secret for 5 months. And then, and now we're here.
I liked your question. How many songs are you going to play?
We have quite a few.
Really?
Yeah, we have at least 6, 7 throughout the parade.
You guys ready? They're like,
All right.
yes.
Well, thank you so
night's sleep
much,
tonight.
Matt.
I know.
Matt, thank you. Thank you guys for being here. How fun to have a marching band with us.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it.
How, do you have room check? Do they have a curfew? How do you wrangle all these young people in New York City?
Apps.
Oh, you follow them all.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Matt, have fun tomorrow. Congratulations.
Avoid the
guys.
Times Square Elmos.
Enjoy
Okay.
it. Coming up, another beloved Thanksgiving tradition, the National Dog Show. John O'Hurley and David Fry are here with some gorgeous pups to tell us all about this year's competition.
All right. Plus, with a new American Pope, the traditions of Thanksgiving are even extending to Rome this year. Molly Hunter is there with a special message that Pope Leo himself shared with her. We'll have that coming up.
All right, but first we saw them dancing earlier. Labubu's have entered the chat. They've made their way to New York. Look, we've got our little minis here. They're going to be riding in tomorrow's parade alongside other colorful characters and monsters. This is a first of its kind Pop Mart float.
So fun. They stopped by to say hi and give us our very own Labubus.
Yep.
They even brought some of their Pop Mart friends for our crowd to take home. Nice. A big thanks to them. We can't wait to see more of them during our coverage of the parade right here on NBC and Peacock.
Just ahead, the stars of another beloved Thanksgiving tradition, John O'Hurley, David Fry, and some of the dogs will be enjoying during the National Dog Show.
Can't wait for that. But first, our friends from Temple University have one more song to take us to break. Guys?
All right, we've celebrated the parade. Now it's time to focus on another beloved Thanksgiving Day tradition, the National Dog Show.
I love this. Longtime hosts John O'Hurley and David Fry here to share a little bit about this year's big competition. Guys, great to see you.
Great to see you. Yes, you know if we're here, it's Thanksgiving.
It's that time of year, yes. So ever-expanding show with more breeds than ever. Tell us a little bit about this year.
It is indeed. In fact, this year we brought a distinctive European flair to this. The first dog we have here, this is the Italian Pointer, the Bracco Italiano. And then we have the Portuguese Water Dog, the fisherman's friend. And our new breed, I see down there at the end, that's little Johnny, and Johnny is the Danish-Swedish farm dog.
Okay. And how do you decide when it's time to add in a new breed, as you did this year with Johnny Be Good over here?
We have to have enough of them in this country. The AKC decides when they're eligible for our dog show. So now we have 202 different breeds and varieties that are eligible to be in the show.
I mean, the slow-mo shots are so good.
It's great.
They do.
There's
the
a golden
beautiful coats
retriever.
they have. It's just amazing to walk up and down the aisles and to see all of the quaffing that goes on. More than you or I.
Well, I don't know. Willie and hair and makeup takes a long time.
It's a long process. John, what do you love about doing this show? I know what I love about watching it every year.
You know, dogs change dogs change the environment around us. So if you have that times 2,000, we have 2,000 of the top dogs in the country and 200 plus breeds. It's just a wonderful day, and dogs always just round off the edges in our brittle lives.
That's right.
It's true. Best in Show, which everyone loves the movie, is turning 25.
25, and that was actually the genesis of this show.
Yeah,
really was. Yeah.
Okay, it inspired it. So what, do you get questions about the movie? What do people come up and say to you guys?
We get questions all the time, and we say, you know, they didn't make fun of the dogs, they didn't make fun of the sport, they only made fun of the people.
Of us.
And we are a pretty target-rich environment.
Yes, fair.
Now, I understand an NBA All-Star from the Philadelphia 76ers is getting involved in this whole idea of dog
Tyrese
shows.
Maxey came to our show. He dropped 31 on the Pistons the night before and showed up.
And then showed up to do a little agility
He
training.
said he was more nervous about that than any NBA game he's ever played in.
He had a great time.
He really did.
Those dogs were all faster than him.
Well, we're looking forward to it. As usual, you eat your turkey, watch the parade,
Yes.
and just settle in with the dog show.
You're number 24.
Thank you so much, guys. John, David, and all the beautiful dogs. You can catch the National Dog Show presented by Purina tomorrow, right after the parade here on NBC.
Coming up next, Molly Hunter joins us live from Rome to show us how Pope Leo is bringing a little American Thanksgiving to Italy this year. Well, don't cry about it. But first, this is Today on NBC. Look at the baby.
Oh. We are back at 8:43 with a Thanksgiving first.
Pope Leo is bringing the spirit of the holiday to Italy as the first American leader of the Catholic Church.
NBC's Molly Hunter is in Rome, where she briefly spoke with the pontiff and even helped prep that Thanksgiving meal. Hey, Molly.
Hey guys, good morning from the coziest Italian kitchen, now with an American Pope. This is the first ever American Thanksgiving at Castel Gandolfo. And along with Chef Art Smith, we cooked up a Thanksgiving feast with all the fixins and a little Italian spice, right?
Exactly. I have some Italian mac and cheese here.
Take a look.
About an hour outside of Rome, high above Lake Albano, we were given exclusive access to Castel Gandolfo, the papal summer palace, an escape from the Vatican. Pope Leo comes out every Tuesday on his day off. And last night, while leaving the residence, we had the chance to speak to the first American Pope.
Molly Hunter from NBC News. Of course, as an American, it's Thanksgiving this week.
Thanksgiving week?
It is. Do you
Yes.
have a Thanksgiving message? Is there something you're thankful for?
Many things I'm thankful for. I would encourage all people, especially with this beautiful feast that we have in the United States, which unites all people. People of different faiths, people who perhaps do not have the gift of faith, but to say thank you to someone, to recognize that we all have received so many gifts. First and foremost, the gift of life.
This year, for the first time ever, there will be an American Thanksgiving feast right here. 135 acres of gardens, vineyards, and olive trees.
It's incredible to see the gardens, the farms, the greenhouses.
And some livestock, too.
It's okay, guys. I think you're safe this year.
We headed to the kitchen where holiday preps were underway.
Hi, Molly. How are you? Welcome to Castel Gandolfo.
Wow.
Isn't it beautiful? Welcome to the old mill.
Oh my gosh, the Italian kitchen of my dreams.
On the menu, the classics with an Italian twist.
This is the first American Thanksgiving in Castel Gandolfo, the 450-year-old home of the popes. You know, where I'm from, the South, we do not stuff a bird, we dress the bird. But we're going to give it a little Italian flavor.
Americans have strong opinions about stuffing, but Italian pancetta is a strong starting point no matter what you call it. And Chef Art put me to work.
I'm on it, Chef. Got it.
Okay, and then there's a little pepper you want to put in there. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to add a ciabatta. I call it friendly flavors.
Adding a little bit of sweetness.
Throw in some apples.
To finish it off.
Isn't that nice?
It's
okay,
delicious.
And of course, no Italian meal is complete without pasta. And this is not your grandmother's mac and cheese.
The Italians love to do pasta and mold, and almost like a pudding mold or a charlotte.
Right, you're just layering the pasta in there.
Exactly. You can add a little more cheese. Voila.
Wow.
And then on to the main event, an Italian bird fit for the occasion.
And then we've got the birds of all birds here.
I mean, I've never seen a bird, I don't think, as big as this.
It's a real Italian bird, but it's made with a lot of love.
A lot of American love.
Exactly.
And a lot of Italian truffle butter.
It's Italy without truffle.
Oh my gosh, can you smell that
See
through the camera?
See, that's how big that truffle is?
A little extra for Thanksgiving. But
for Chef Art, this Thanksgiving is about giving thanks to those taking care of this land.
And that's what's important, is to show the gratitude and thanks.
And he's hoping this is the first of many.
You're creating a real tradition here. What do you hope people take from this first Thanksgiving meal?
That we're a wonderful country, that we love people with food.
I mean, what a feast. They are so lucky.
Happy Thanksgiving, Tara.
Cheers. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Now, of course, it's afternoon in Italy, but Art and his amazing team, Chicago restaurateur Phil Stefani, they are opening up a restaurant right here at Castel Gandolfo next year. And guys, I just want to raise a glass to all of you and raise a glass to you and your loved ones back at home. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving,
Yes.
Molly.
And
Wow.
Thanks for that greeting from the Pope. That was fantastic.
That was amazing.
Molly.
Very cool.
How'd that
Beautiful.
happen? There you were, just standing there, and the Pope walked by?
It's a good one.
I mean, we stood outside for 5-6 hours in the pouring rain, and then he came out, and we got a really special question, and it was a really awesome moment. I am traveling to Lebanon to cover his trip, so really looking forward to it.
Oh, that's terrific.
That's
Good
awesome.
for you.
Well done,
Happy
Molly.
Thanksgiving.
Well done, everybody
Molly.
there.
Thank you, Molly. Well, coming up next, Jill's going to kick off a special Steals and Deals filled with holiday gift ideas for everybody on your list. But first, this is Today on NBC.
Ferrari?
Jill's Steals and Deals is sponsored by the Wells Fargo Active Cash credit card. Shop like a 2%er with Active Cash.
We are back with the new holiday Steals and Deals, making your shopping easier with something for everybody on your list. Did we mention the items you are about to see are up to 83% off? Our guide is always Today Lifestyle and Commerce contributor Jill Martin. You can start shopping right now. Scan the QR code right there. Hi, Jilly. Good morning.
Hi, my sack is still full. I'm ready for another week. And Wells Fargo credit card holders get special 24-hour early access to Jill Steals and Deals.
Oh,
so
great.
if you become a member, you can get this early. So
Okay.
let's start with something that sells out every year. So I love a good leather glove with cashmere lining. The Portolano leather gloves with cashmere lining. They've been making gloves since 1895. The retail $145 to $160.
This fits like a glove.
Deal price $48. Good one. That was an Al Roker line.
Oh, it was?
Up to 70%.
No, I thought it was an original.
70% off.
Okay.
Up to 70% off. They're 9-inch or 11-inch. So what that means is it'll either hit here or hit here. But how beautiful are these? They're Napa leather with 100% cashmere lining.
Are there different sizes
What
or they're
a
all the same
beautiful
size?
gift. They're all the same size.
Okay, good to know. All right,
Okay.
the silk pillowcase. This is good if you don't want to mess up your hair.
So this is one that you put one, at least for me, I put one on the bed, and this is our biggest deal of the day, the viral satin pillowcases. More than 10 million of the brands sold. Rise satin pillowcases, 2-pack or 4-pack, retail $99 to $229.99, deal price $29 to $39, 83% off with free shipping. What's great about these pillowcases, if you've never used them before, if you put product on your face and then you lay on this pillowcase, it won't absorb the product. It helps with breakage in your hair. It's a real thing. So at least it comes with two.
How do you wash
which
them?
is
Do you
a great
have to
thing.
hand wash? Is it a pain? No,
Hand
okay.
wash.
Don't give me any pillowcases that are gonna dry clean.
You
Forget
know,
it.
I'm all about machine washable.
Yes.
No, these are machine washable. Just follow the directions, and just really great for to maintain your hair, so there's no breakage, there's no split ends, and then keep your moisture.
I like a 2-pack because then you can match it.
Right.
Sometimes you buy one and it doesn't match the rest of your pillows.
But if you want to keep one on your bed, like would Mike use this?
I mean, if I put it there, yeah.
Right, he'd sleep.
I don't think he'd question it.
Right, he'd sleep.
Yeah,
Okay, this is the Beauty Bio Glow Facial Holiday Glow Set. The retail $313, the deal price $99, 68% off with free shipping. We have a video on this. There's a QR code on the back. You scan it. Everything is labeled. So it's a spa level facial at home with Beauty Bio's Glow Facial Set. It comes with Hydro Infusion Tool that's like a vacuum for your skin. So it removes dirt, excess oil, leftover makeup, and dead skin cells while infusing your skin with acid. And so you could see the waste chamber, so you could see everything like you would in a reel. So it's so sad. I know you say that, but people think it's super satisfying. And then this set also includes it also includes all the products that you need for after.
Cool.
So this is a really amazing deal, viral, $99. Plus free shipping, 68% off.
All right.
So these are always a hit, as you would imagine. The Bella Pierre Ultimate Beauty Sets. There's 5 different sets. The retail $50 to $120, deal price $19 to $26, up to 78% off. There's 9 different sets with 11 full-size products in each one. So
And
if
brushes.
you look around, so it's really like what the look you're going for, and it says it right on there. Like, do you want the glow? Do you want the natural look? And then it walks you through each. But what a beautiful gift. Comes in the box. We love that. And so the deal price is $19 to $26, up to 78% off.
Okay.
Okay, so hold this to get ready. This is the next deal, but that's coming out.
Oh.
Okay, the Penguin Random House Little Golden Books, 9-book set, 13 sets, retail $51.91 to $53.91. Deal price $21 up to 61% off. This is the love of my life. This is my nephew Leo, and we do not do screen time. We just read books, and so this is so great. And look at all of these.
How many do you get in this?
So you get 9 books. There are 13 different sets, and look at all the exciting titles.
So
I mean, these are ones that we grew up with that always, and they're quick books. So if you say one more book and it's late, you're good. And so the deal price, $21 up to 61% off. All right.
So cute.
Let's have a little fun.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Okay, so this makes it go. Okay. So these are the World Tech Toys electric remote control cars. This is for people of all ages.
Sure
is.
Is
That you?
How do I revert?
Oh,
no, that's not me. Who's doing it?
Oh, that's me.
Oh.
Yeah, that's me. Okay.
You know us, lady
so
drivers.
The retail $99.99 to $199.99. Deal price $29 to $49. It's really priceless, up to 75% off. So these are realistic replicas. They come with the remote control. It's a total triumph. I mean, my whole house uses them.
I love that.
Why I'm so good at it.
You really are.
And then you can turn it, and then it has the lights and stuff, and they're replicas. So we have a whole marketplace on today. Sorry about that. I'm running over our camera.
Okay.
On today.com.
Okay, fun.
And so you could get all the deals from the week. And I will be
my God, I
back
almost got
next
it.
week. So we have, I'm going to do a wrap up.
Yeah, do it.
We have the Portolano leather gloves, the Rise satin pillowcases, the Beauty Bio Glow facial set, the Bella Pierre beauty sets, the Penguin Random House little golden books, and the World Tech Toy electric cars. And of course, you could scan that QR code or go to today.com/deals to start shopping. And I'm back tomorrow.
Oh, great.
For another Thanksgiving edition. So I will be live with our Chanel.
I love it. Happy Thanksgiving. We're back. First, your local news, your weather, these
Happy
messages.
Thanksgiving, everyone.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.